What are code smells really all about? Sandi Metz. Hello, I'm Chris Athanas. I'm a KMP developer. Tech support said they're coming out Tuesday. Close that up, and I think it's gonna happen, guys. I think it's gonna happen. Um, what are code smells? So I remember hearing this phrase being bandied about from like 2015, 2016 to about 2017, 2018, maybe a little bit sooner than that. It was very popular for a while, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, what's a code smell?" It's like code smell. And it's like, and then it just died. And I'm pretty sure it came out of this conference stuff and the book stuff, like authors trying to get a new angle, a new way to get some attention. They did. They garnered a lot of attention, and I never really got a solid answer about what these things were. Everyone had a different opinion about it, and just the concept of like having a smelly code. What does that even mean? So let's hear about it. Let's hear what Sandy has to say.
I wrote a book a couple of years ago. Before that, I wrote code for 35 years. I went to my desk every day and wrote code. And now I don't do that. I teach instead. I teach classes in object-oriented design.
Okay.
And in my class, I have occasion to ask people if they've heard of code smells. And just like I suspect all of you, every one of my classes, they always say, "Oh yeah, we know what code smells are." And then I ask them to list 5. And no one can.
Yeah,
Right? Okay,
that's
I can
been my
tell
experience as well.
you trying, but really, most of you cannot. I know that, okay? And so we all think we know about this term, but it doesn't mean I don't like your code and I can't tell you why.
That's right. That is usually what it turned into. And like because it's very lazy, so people didn't want to describe what was going on. Usually, it's like the system level stuff. It's not the low level code things. I mean, maybe it was there for a while, but that's in this age of the like AI generated stuff. It's not as critical. The code will be fine if but you have to decide whether it's fit for purpose or not. So that's why this code smell thing kind of went away.
That is not what a code smell is. There is some opinion involved, but really, it's not just that I disagree.
Okay, these are all extremely subjective and just some ideas and things to think about how to achieve how to like some problems with stuff, some things that might be an issue. And I mean that gonna fall out anyway. I mean, this is the same as that design patterns book that came out for C++, and all the C++ programmers all of a sudden would say like, if you don't know every single design pattern and have used it in every application, you're not really a C++ programmer. And I think this is that level of stuff. What this is. Let's keep going.
Agree with how you wrote your code. The standard is higher. These smells, these 22 different smells, all have very precise meanings. And the power, the magic.
Okay, and they might have precise meanings, but how they're applied and whether they're fit for purpose or whether it applies to this particular thing or is necessary or why are we being pedantic about this particular thing when we could be working on something else that the user asked for and it's fine right now, we can do it later. Come on. The stuff is I mean it's minorly useful. It's good to see maybe in retrospect what some of the problems are, but everyone kind of knows what the issues are, and it's usually some design issues. These are all design issues. Most of them are like design issues. Let's keep going.
Magic, if you will, of this list is that they've given things names. Once you give a complex idea a name, if we could just all learn what that name stood for, it means that we can talk to each other in an unambiguous way.
Oh, that good luck. All these computer science Asperger's, I'm one of them, autist Asperger's, all want everyone to share a definition. And I gotta tell you, we're gonna have a shared definition on the subjective stuff. It's just not possible, ontologically speaking. I wish some of these people that are trying to, like, if we could just all agree on the same terms. Well, that's the big problem, isn't it? Because everyone's got a different context, different, different aspect. They're coming in from a different angle. They're looking different language, different ethics, different users, different to, all the things that make it different. Not just computer language, but human language and culture and art and taste, style, all the stuff that's like intangible. And I mean, some of the stuff is just. Let's keep going.
Without having miscommunications. And so one of the things they talk about, very often when people talk about code smells, they prefix code smell with the word bad. They say bad smell.
I mean, Do you ever gonna go look at this and go, oh, this coat smells amazing. Sandy, this coat, have you smelled it? It smells like apple pie and Christmas.
Smells. As if, but really, the definition of a code smell is that it might indicate a problem.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there could be might indicate problems all over the place. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it's good to like be able to see the problem, but usually we already know and can describe it. And usually it's a design issue that the stuff that Alan Kay was saying. We need to start thinking in the cellular way where you're sending messages between boundaries of things and quit trying to connect it directly, where it causes a lot of these types of problems. Let's keep going.
Not that it does, that it might. And so you don't have an obligation to filter out all the smells. It's actually important that you not. If nothing ever changes, it's probably okay. Like code that.
Oh wait, what does that mean?
Really embarrassing code. It's fine to keep really embarrassing code. You should be brave about your ugly, embarrassing code because it is not costing you money if it's not changing.
This is one of my problems with Sandy. It's like she says this vague stuff that's like, what are you talking about, lady?
And so just because the smells exist, sometimes you should like own them, be proud, walk away. Don't let people make fun of you about having bad.
Well, I mean, you're gonna focus on stuff. We're not having a limited budget and time. Maybe back then they did, but definitely not today.
Bad code.
All right, Sandy, I love you, but sometimes you just don't make a lot of sense, girl. All right, give me a like and subscribe. Go give them a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll keep ranting.